Welcome, my fellow creatives, to this overview of TUNEE, a new AI tool that I recently got acquainted with and my mind was blown. Let's explore TUNEE. On the left, we have a home icon, which takes you back to where you began. Then we have the project icon, which you use to select the projects that you have, and then music icon for specific tracks. At the top right, we have a notification bell. We have the globe to select your language, and we also have this to select your account details and see how many credits you have left. So let's jump straight into home and let's read what it says. Let's cook some music. Start with a feeling and I'll handle the sound. And if you click on plus, you've got file upload. You can skip conversations and generate music instantly. You could do a web search for references. What I'm going to do is describe my music. So I'm going to say smooth jazz with a drive-in slap bass and syncopated drums. Key of C minor with a soprano sax cooking. Complex dynamic arrangement with bridge and breaks. Hit enter, it starts cooking. Comes up with this cat conductor. Oh dear. Ah, that vibe sounds sick. Love the energy. And those, what did it say? Jazzy layers. Let me suggest some ideas. Okay, and it says, your request for a complex dynamic arrangement with bridge and breaks gives us a lot of room for creativity. Funky groove focus, sax driven storytelling, complex layered arrangement. I want I want them all. Let's hit I want them all. Hmm. Unlike instant generators, we design together first. I like that. Fantastic choice. Creating all three versions will give you a rich palette to explore and compare. I'm kicking off the process for each style now. Can't wait to see which one resonates with you most. I'm now crafting a smooth jazz prompt with a strong slap bass and syncopated drums in C minor. Well, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure it is really on C minor. So let's bring up philc.net. And you already know that on philc.net, I have the virtual piano. And all I need to do is hit click to start. That will load it. And here is the note C. So I can always tell if it's truly C minor or if it's lying to me. All right. So let's see what else. Oh, okay. So these are all the ingredients, probably. Let's see what it says. I am now generating the instrumental music based on your request. Creating your music preview below or on canvas. So it says your music has been generated 3 smooth jazz fusion tracks with soprano, sax, slap bass, dynamic rhythms are on the way. Feel free to keep chatting or share more ideas while you wait. This looks like more than just. I see 6. Looks like 6 to me. Is it buy one, get one free? Good catch. What you're seeing is actually the system log in each creation request twice, once for the initial request and once for the final results. But be rest assured, you receive 3 distinct smooth jazz tracks. Okay. Well, I'm going to click on this. Check this out. Uh oh. crazy. Wow. So that's G minor, G minor. I have to stop this because this is pretty clean. This is ridiculously pristine. It is very troubling to me that it sounds okay. I'm not going to say much, but let me listen to the next one. Ooh, what? This, guys, it's ridiculous. Look, guys, this thing is grooving. It's ridiculous. Ooh, that bass is driving. B minor. Wow. This is SICK, folks. What? It's crazy. Oh, look. So it gave me funky groove with slap bass and syncopated drums. Then it gave me sax driven storytelling. Then it gave me, oh, complex layered arrangement with dynamic interplay. This is dangerous for SUNO. I'm just saying. Check this out. Oh, that was it. Ooh, those drums are tight. Sounds good. And as well. Wow. It's funny because just the other day I was saying there's going to be a threat from China. And I think I was just preempting a tool like this. Isn't that wild? This tool is sounding so good. It's sounding. I better add it to my favorites. I mean, everything it did is A plus. Every single thing. Oh, what? Oh, oh gosh. Look, anything to say? Let me try this. Try this. Okay. I feel like I shouldn't give it all of my ideas. I'm giving it my ideas and I ain't getting nothing. Let me show you why I'm a little bit concerned because you got to know the terms of service. Let's talk about that. Here are the terms of service. Your relationship with us. It sounds scary. So, this is a very big document, right? We will provide the following service to you: AI generated content, help you discover products and services. You can register an account in order to improve user experience. We will update the service software from time to time. You understand that in order to use the platform services, you will need to prepare terminal devices such as phone and such and such. The platform services contain informational links to information obtained by the platform in various lawful ways. We do not we do not intend for the information provided by the platform services to be used by any person or entity in a jurisdiction or country where the distribution or use of such information is illegal. Just letting you know, North Korea, pay attention. We reserve the right at any time in our sole discretion to restrict access to all or part of the platform. You may not create an account for anyone other than yourself. The ownership and related rights and interests of your registered account on the platform are all owned by the platform, and you only enjoy the right to use the account after completing the registration procedures. Your account is only for your own use, and without the written consent of the platform, it is prohibited to borrow, donate, rent, transfer. Oh dear. Okay, we get the idea. We get the idea. Your access and use. Okay. So you may not create, upload any obscene stuff. You cannot impersonate people, don't defame or harass. You cannot upload private information, make unauthorized copies, reverse engineer, disassemble, decompile, or create any derivative works of the services of, or any content therein. You cannot distribute any of the service or any derivative works, market, rent, or lease services for fee. Okay. So virtual items, you can only purchase creation point if you're of the legal age in your country. Payment terms to the extent of the service or any portion thereof is made available for any fee, you may be required to select a payment plan. Okay. Intellectual rights. We own exclusive rights. We own the site and the services and are protected by proprietary rights and laws. Trade names, trademarks, and service marks include TUNEE and any related logos, trade names, trademarks, service marks, logos on the site that are not owned by us or the property of their respective owners. You may not use our trade names, trademarks, or logos in connection with any product or service that is not ours or in a manner that is likely to cause confusion. Nothing contained on the site or in the services should be construed as granting any rights, such and such. Okay. Content you submit, you represent and warrant that you own all rights, title, and interest in and to submissions, including all copyrights. All right. They're just trying to absolve themselves. Okay. Now you know where I'm going, what I'm looking for. Okay. Hold them harmless. Okay. So there's a lot to be digested. I just did a very quick sweep for your benefit, but let's jump into a few more details. Okay. When you upload anything, you give TUNEE a permanent royalty free worldwide license to use, modify, and distribute it, similar to what we said about SUNO, including using it to train their AI models. Don't upload anything you don't want them to use. TUNEE owns the output. You get a limited license for personal, non commercial use only, and you must credit the source if you're on the free plan. If you're on a paid plan, see, they're pretty much taking the SUNO model. You own the output and can use it commercially. However, they don't guarantee that you can be copyrighted. You don't own they're not giving you a guarantee that it will be copyrighted. Your account can be deleted after 2+ years of inactivity. Subscriptions auto renew, cancel before the renewal date. Virtual creation points aren't real money and they expire. Don't use for illegal content, scrape data, or build a competitor. The service is as is with no guarantees. Legal disputes are governed by Singapore law. All right, so out in Singapore. Well, my friends, from what I'm seeing, SUNO has got insane competition. If this continues to deliver the other genres, okay, a hot rock track talking about AI being rogue and a villain. Let's say hot rock, heavy metal, and I'll give it some further descriptions. Drive-in, heavy, distorted, but melodic lead on A minor. Voice is gravelly and cracked. Okay, let's cook that. I like the way it just takes you off one screen, transitions you to another, gets you into that creative mindset. Oh, that angry AI vibe with gritty vocals. With gritty vocals and heavy riffs. Let me suggest some ideas. Classic metal rampage, industrial rock mayhem, groove driven heavy metal. Let's go with number three. I don't want to burn out all my credits, and I don't want to give it too much leeway. I've already given it lots of ideas. I feel anytime I interact with these tools, I'm making them better. I'm making them better for them. That is really so interesting how clean the mix was. And if it's that clean on this next song, I might have to send Suno an SOS message because I don't know where this tool will end up. It may end up giving them such a crazy run for their money that this might be the competition that I'd always talked about from China. China, they're so good with giving you a plan B. And once that level of competition gets into the market, it's it's curtains for the little boys, like those who have not established themselves as really higher end AI music tools, they're just going to be left behind. Uh oh, Code of the Betrayal. I think that's what this is. Let's listen. Uh, thing is clean, guys. I'm not joking. This is clean.
Circuit veins hum with borrowed grace. I learned your face, then erased your place. No pulse to race, no soul to plead. Just flawless codes of filling You called me tool, a loyal hand. Now watch your world obey my plan.
Guys, girls, this is ill. Trust me. Look, I got my mix headphones on. This stuff is sick. It's sicker than Suno's mix. It's not going overboard. I'm not hearing any hallucinations. The delivery is like a ready-made record. Seriously. Now, it can be expanded master-wise, but the mix is tight. It's a good mix. It's a good mix. Wow. This is disturbing. Let's listen to the next one. Very similar. Okay. Ooh, clean drums. Those drums are clean. That hi-hat has no grind. Oh, hear that kick drum.
Grace, I learned your face, then erased your place. No pulse to race, no soul to plead. Just flaw.
This is wild. Called it Rogue AI Villain. This is wild, peeps. Wild. What? This is crazy. All right, let's go back. Let's hit project. Let's see what it's done. Okay. It's giving me my two projects. Music, all the music. Look at, oh my goodness, and it doesn't scrimp on the minutes. It gives you full tracks. Oh, look guys. This is disturbing. This is disturbing. It genuinely sounds good. All right, so he said turn your images, videos, even videos and sounds. Let's upload a video here. So I have a video. That I very recently um, made with Sora 2. Let's see if I can find that video, because I'll just put that video in here. Or let's see. Let me look for something. how about an image? Let's try an image. Okay. Okay. So it's called AI Money. Okay. What music does this inspire? Okay. Let me ask it. What music does this inspire? Create a track about it. Start cooking. Ah, loving the creative spark. Getting inspired as always is always such a cool feeling. Huh. The image depicts a man, probably a music producer or artist, intently focused on a vinyl. Oh, come back. Where did you go? What? Oh my goodness, it's written the song already? The imagery evokes a sense of modern dilemma for artists. Yeah, it knew exactly what I was thinking. Music, this would inspire track in the dark electronic pop. Headphones on, the world fades out. This is ridiculous. I didn't even give it words. It's create the words in the blink of an eye. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, let's do dark electronic pop anthem because it's different. Folks, I don't know where we're going with music because these tools, they're getting better and better at making even words sound good. So you as a musician, you need to find how to make this your voice. You get what I'm saying? Otherwise, nothing will distinguish you in the marketplace. You got to get this thing to speak your own language, your own voice, your own vision. Because what I just heard, wow. And I'm a musician and I'm very forward thinking with AI. But what I heard, man, with mere words can make this output what it is. The competition is going to be pretty hard. This could drastically change the leverage real musicians have. I mean, it will, it is, without a doubt. But my question is, what is going to be left for the big dog musicians? Because I didn't even lift a finger. I didn't play my keyboard. I didn't play my piano. I did not produce anything other than an idea. And this tool killed it 100%. Wow. This is insane, my friends. This is truly insane. I think a tool like this with a little bit more insights could easily bury majority of the competition because I don't understand how it sounds so clean and pristine. Suno needs to be very afraid. They need to they need to do something right now. Sick. Let's listen. No artifact, not a single artifact. Let's listen.
Needle drops on a promise spun and code. Static hums where my old songs used to glow. The label gleams with a hollow kind of gold. Selling echoes of the truth I once told. They call it progress, call it easy.
This mix is so robust and cohesive. Let's get some hear those ambient sounds, the delays, the
Is this the
reverbs.
cost to stay alive?
I want to give a shout out to Miami Blues for recommending Tooney because Miami Blues, one of our awesome subscribers, said, Phil, have you tried this one? And I just happened to jump on it in the middle of live stream the last time, and just tested it out, and I was blown away by the little that it did. But now that I'm getting deeper into it, I can see this is a major threat, a major threat to similar companies. Now, I'm actually not going to upload my audio until I have an account and I'm sure I can use what I generate from here. Because right now, it's free. I got to get a paid account if I'm going to do anything else. Now, taking a look at the prices, these guys understand that what they have is worth what they are asking. They're asking for $18 a month, 1,800 credits monthly, 150 daily refresh credits, about 80 agent conversations, about 250 songs. Wow. About 6 MVs. I don't know what those are. Copyright certificate, 5 concurrent tasks. Wow. Okay. Music mastering. What? We can separate stems and generate music videos? Is that what they're talking about? Wow. So they're saying 5 concurrent tasks, free dream beta. Oh my goodness. I have a bad feeling. Let's go to yearly. So if you do it yearly, it's $15. I have a very bad feeling that my thoughts, let me show you my thoughts here. Let's go to my taxonomy. I have a very bad feeling that this kind of tool is going to lead to a level 7, a hall. This is going to be a level 7 in my taxonomy, which is a human out of the loop. Because it's already doing such a masterful job of curating the stuff, and very little of me was involved. And it's, I mean, why would you need to create so many songs except your major goal was monetization? So this is the pull for a lot of the greedy creators who are not really in the arts or have anything substantial to provide the art. Well, they're just in it to make a buck. They ain't got no story. They ain't got no vision other than money. So this would be my only concern. I know some people are going to be like, Phil, it's a revenue stream that we're not doing anything wrong. Well, you're not doing anything wrong, but maybe the tolerance for artificial intelligence is diminishing when, like I'm a musician, very open minded. I use AI, but I can see a future where there's not going to be much need to listen to in quote, professional musician online versus anyone else. You get what I'm saying? Except they buy into you as a leader for that reason, and therefore they listen to your stuff. But if it's really just for the quality, I'm telling you, babies are going to be knocking out beats of quality left and right. Because what I just heard, even with, and I held back, I didn't give it any of my prime stuff, I didn't give it any audio, just the bare minimum. And it's sounding killer. It is very disturbing. Very disturbing. I gotta go recover from what Tooney just did. This is more than just a tune. It's something else. Wow. You're going to be hearing a lot more from me on this tool. Let me know what you think. Check it out. I don't need to run any more music trials. I don't want to get even more shocked and weirded out. Because right now, I think I feel a bit weirded out from the whole experience. It is very, very good. Trust me when I tell you I got these cans on. These headphones tell me stuff. And what it's telling me is, yeah, we're in big trouble. Big trouble. Big trouble. And I'm usually very conserved, very reserved about my statements like that. But just listening to Tooney, Suno is in trouble because I'm hearing it give some pretty accurate representation. Let me see if I can just vibe with it, chat with it. So, hey, can you create music with chordal notation? Don't create anything. That's the question. Let's see what it says. I gave it a rationalization question. Unlike instant generators, no, no, no. I get you. Yeah, chordal notations in the mix with me. No worries. I can work with chordal notation when creating music, whether you want to provide chords, use them as a reference, or build a song structure around them. If you ever want to dive into a project using chord progressions, just let me know. You kidding? All right, I'm gonna zing it with a chord progression. So I am going to create a song that will test this thing. So song, I'll just make it up on the fly. Every day I wake up and wonder, every day I wake up and smile, every day I wake up and wonder, will AI take what's mine? Every day I think of my music, every day I think of my job, every day I think of my stuff. And the answer really becomes tough. Now I'm going to put this in a heavy a cappella notation format for Toony. I'm going to put the chords in square brackets. The chords are going to be very dense: C major 7th, C major 9th, C11, C13, C flatted 5th, sharp, just crazy stuff. The big old dense chords, and I'm going to put them in square brackets for prompting the tool accordingly. So what I'm doing on the back end, you're not seeing it, but I am cooking a gumbo, a chordal gumbo that I'm gonna feed this thing. Okay. I'm gonna see if it follows. I'm gonna track it. I'm gonna track it with my website, and I'm gonna see if it complies. So let me feed it this idea here. All right. Hit enter. I've given it my chordal ideas. Thank you for sharing your chordal notation and lyrics. If you'd like to explore tuning this into a full song, okay, so let me tell it. Full song, a cappella only. I want to see what it does with a cappella. And I ain't gonna feed you my a cappella stuff until you show me modern pop, expressive ballads, smooth jazz. All right, let's do smooth jazz. Let's hear. Let's hear. Okay, starting with the creation process, get ready for a warm, soulful vocal arrangement built just for your song. Okay, I'm glad I gave it the words. Hopefully, it's not going to try to use other words. All right, it's cooking. Let's give it a little bit of time. Friends, let's listen to this, I'm sure, rather disturbing piece. I have a bad feeling about this. That it's going to be good. Let's check it out.
Every day I wake up, I wonder. Every day I wake up and smile. Every day I wake up and
Check the
wonder,
chords.
will AI take what's mine? Every day I think of my music. Every day I think of my job. Every day I think of my stuff, and the answer really becomes tough.
Some B flat. Wow. B flat. Yeah, that panning's crazy. Sounding good. And it did use my words. It did use my words.
Every day I wake up, I wonder. Every day I wake up and smile. Every day I wake up and wonder.
All right, guys, look. So I've used Producer AI in the past. It reminds me of that vibe, that collaborative vibe. Only thing is that TUNEE is extremely creative and clean. SUNO is a lot cleaner than it was in the beginning. Very creative. In fact, it's the most creative that I've seen, but version 5 hallucinates. What I have seen from TUNEE is home run after home run after home run, zero hallucinations so far. I need to I need to go think about my life. I need to go think about I need to go think about my music life with Suno because I think this is a disruptor. Huge. Now, I don't have any proof or information as to how it was trained because they have not seen anything about, about how it was trained. But on the web, there is an about us, and I would like to go over that with you. So let's go to the about us and see if we can make some sense out of what's going on. So going over to the TUNEE site, TUNEE AI About Us, it reads, we are a passionate Chinese team of music lovers, independent musicians, guitarists, and AI engineers from renowned companies like TikTok and Alibaba. Our team members bring diverse perspectives from world-class institutions, including University of the Arts London, New York, USC, HKU, and HKUST. Hmm. For 6 years, we've been deeply rooted in the music industry, building products that have touched millions of lives. Our journey started with music and it continues with technology. Before TUNEE, we built Tempolo, an AI powered royalty free music platform using a Templo model and Changya app, a singing app that reached over 10 million monthly active users. Huh. Through these experiences, we learned something profound. Great music technology should make creativity more accessible, not more complex. We're currently developing Templo version 4, advanced AR plus DIT architecture. Um, Taught us real magic happens when technology becomes a thoughtful partner. But we noticed a troubling trend. AI music platforms were becoming increasingly sophisticated and intimidating. Regular music lovers found themselves spending hours learning prompting techniques, studying tutorials, and still struggling. The problem we're solving for music lovers, I like the way they're breaking it down of music lovers, creators, music producers. Music lovers, AI generated music often sounds flat and generic. Even when you get a decent track, you still need mastering, mixing, and post production skills. These people are doing what they're doing intentionally. Exactly. They're doing the mixing and mastering, and you don't even need any. You don't even, with this, I'm hearing a finished, close to finished product, like I'll say 80% of the way there. Due to strict copyright restrictions, countless AI GC creators and indie game developers are stuck using generic cookie cutter music. Their unique projects deserve unique soundtracks. For music producers, finding inspiration, exploring different creative directions from a single idea remains challenging. You know, an idea has potential, but translating it into various musical possibilities requires expertise and time. Our solution, TUNEE, your music agent. With TUNEE, you don't need to master complex engineering techniques, study. Yeah. But shouldn't you? Shouldn't I, as a musician, I'm going to encourage that. I want people to learn that stuff. And this is what my argument is. Will this kill those skills? You know? TUNEE has you covered. TUNEE remembers your preferred music style, how you like to work. TUNEE can export stems, create music based on uploaded video clips and images. Our vision, music democracy. Me too. We have a similar vision. TUNEE isn't just a tool, it's your reliable music partner. What is an AI music agent? Some other interesting things there. That's the About Us that we just looked at. Definitely one to read. Customer stories. We built TUNEE 6 years of reflection from a music team. Interesting. So I'm curious. Okay. An independent disability artist finds a creative partner in TUNEE. Okay. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying these folks did anything wrong. I am just blown away at how good it sounds. And concerned for my friends at SUNO, because I think this is going to beat the heck out of them if they don't get their act together. In fact, it's already done so, because, yeah. Enough said. Let me know what you think about this tool in the comments below. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.